Good evening and welcome to Maple Grove. Tonight it's Section 8 Boys Lacrosse semifinal style. Maple Grove takes on Elk River, and Dan Ficken joins me, Steve Thompson, and Dan. These teams met in week 2 of the season. Maple Grove won it 8-4. Maple Grove's run off an unbeaten regular season, already has a win in the section play.
14-0, baby. The Crimson are looking good, but the Elk River Elks 4-0 in their last 4 games coming into this. A spectacular overtime win against Rogers High School in the first round of the sections. They're coming in with some barrels blazing right now. They're getting some scoring from some other people, and they're looking to take the Maple Grove Crimson down tonight.
Yeah, Elk River Zimmerman has elite scoring. They've got one of the top scorers in the state.
Oh, Hunter Kivley, he's got over 50 points. He's definitely one of the players in the state to look at, but he can't be the only one. We know Maple Grove plays tremendous defense. They will do everything they can to shut him down. Now, who else is going to step up to the plate? And that's the big question tonight. Who else is going to score for the Elks?
And, of course, Maple Grove plays outstanding defense, and they get great goaltending.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Frank Burns has really stepped up. He's got a .637 save percentage, which is very good for a lacrosse goaltender. He's been solid in the net behind him, and we've watched him already this year. So you're going to have to really work hard to find a hole in him and get some really good shots on him, and that ain't going to be easy to do.
All right, the Section 8 semifinal is coming up. Elk River at Maple Grove tonight here on CCX.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
We're just about ready to go. Starting lineups have been announced. What a great night. It's again Steve and Dan tonight with boys lacrosse, and this is kind of do or die time, Dan, for sure.
Well, it's section play. That means one and done. If you lose, you're done for the rest of the year. Your season comes to an end. It's a sad thing, but that's part of competitive sports, and looking for a good game tonight here between Perennial Power and Maple Grove, and kind of an upstart in the Elk River Elks. Nobody was expecting them to be here, being the seed they were, but they fought their way in here, and we'll see what they can do.
And we had a game earlier this year down at Robbinsdale Armstrong, and that was a defensive battle, Dan.
Gosh.
And Maple Grove showed what they can do. They can just shut teams down. They get very good goaltending. We talked about it a moment ago, but that is a huge advantage at this time of year when you can lock down. And I would assume a big part of Gig Wilson's game plan for the Maple Grove Crimson is to lock down their leading scorer.
Yeah, they're going to go after number 23, Hunter Kivley. They'll put, I don't think they'll put a shadow on him. I think their defense is good enough. They'll slide to him, but they'll always know where he is and come through. I mean, they have a remarkable 4.28 goals against average. I mean, in lacrosse, it's almost unheard of that you don't even let them have 5 goals a game. But a lot of it has to do with their goalie, Frank Gates, and the way they play defense. Well-matched group. All seniors back there on defense for the Crimson.
All right, so you're getting a look there at the Elk River boys lacrosse coach Tom Haugen. And the Elks have had a solid year. I don't think there's any doubt about that. To have a winning record in the Northwest Suburban is something to be proud of because there's a lot of good teams.
Well, they've done a good year. Now they're getting hot at the end of the year. And, we were talking about Kivley, but they're a young team. They've got 12 9th and 10th graders on the team. And, one of their 10th graders, Kyle Carr, got 4 goals against Rogers. So we were talking about somebody else stepping up besides Kivley. There you go. And they got a good start. But Maple Grove winning the face-off, which is not unusual for them.
By the way, Frank Gates in goal for Maple Grove, and Simon Cody is in goal for the Elk River Elks. And Gates certainly, as we talked about, is outstanding. So let's see what Maple Grove does in white as they get started in this one. Of course, they're trying to get to that title game on Wednesday night at Park Center at 7 o'clock in Section 8. The winner of this game will play the winner of Wayzata and St. Michael Albertville. And that game is getting started right now at St. Michael Albertville tonight to get it outside. And a wicked shot uncorked there by Maple Grove's Carter Lysing, who comes in with 16 goals on the season. Missed it all, but Maple Grove hangs on. Hunter House having a whale of a year. They get it back outside the Lysing, get it on the left side. Jonathan Wells, they get it down low. House trying to get in front. He loses a handle. Comes out toward the middle of the field, but the Crimson are going to run it down. They pick up the ground ball, and here they come again. That was a nice play.
You can't really overrun Maple Grove. Stay between them and the net. And the Elk River defender overran them a bit and lost control of the ball. And it's just something you can't do against Maple Grove. They will shut you down by just holding on to the ball. They don't force their offense, yet they average 13 goals a game.
And the Elks have had some solid wins this year. They got beat once again by Maple Grove 8-4 in Game 2 of the year very early in the season. Here's a shot in the goal from outside. And getting on the score sheet, K.P. Johnson.
Boy, nice shot from the outside here. Got him up top. Nice pass out top. He got a little room to get those arms extended, and he just rips it into the upper left-hand corner. Good start for Maple Grove. They, usually don't see a goal getting scored from that far out, but he just rocketed it. When you let a guy get his arms extended like that to rip it, that's not a good help to the goalie.
All right, so Maple Grove on the board first. 10:25, quarter number one. And on the opening faceoff, here comes Elk River. They win the draw and gain control. That's Luke Dahlheimer, a junior midfielder. And Dahlheimer's going to maintain control out near the center circle and give it up.
Well, Dahlheimer's their main faceoff man, and they haven't been doing too well. They've only won about 47 or 48% of their faceoffs. They'll have to improve that if they're going to have a shot against the Crimson here. And so far, they're 500. Maple Grove won the first one. They won the second one. Now, ball control for the Elks. They can't force the issue, control it. The less Maple Grove has the ball, the better it's going to be. Plus, you're going to really have to work it to break this defense of Maple Grove's because, Steve, as you and I know, they are just nasty on defense.
Kyle Drusilla has it, a junior midfielder, and he controls here on the near side as they stay way out on the perimeter right now. They're not challenging the Crimson at all. Here's Drusilla. He's turned away, gives it up on the side. Here's Nick Utz. 12 goals for Elk River Zimmerman. Of course, in red. Just a spectacular night for lacrosse. We had a girls section game earlier, won by Maple Grove, as they beat Elk River Zimmerman in that one. Here's a turnover, and here comes Maple Grove. That's Carter Morissette. Morissette gives it up on the side. And now they're going to kind of get organized as they flip it long ahead. Way too far there for Carter Lysing. He couldn't drag it, get it, and then he goes right across the field and gets it in front. Here's Hunter House trying to get into the middle.
Good patient move by House. He tried an opening, tried a couple dodges, didn't work, and now they're just moving it around here. And, they're really good at it. Watchford 22. Jack Dugan, he's their leading scorer.
And they get it in front. Nice save there by the goalie. Cody came up with it. Cody with a big save down low.
Cody Simon, actually, he's got an 8-6-0 record, 6.35 goals against, but he's got a .571 save percentage, which is good for a lacrosse goalie.
And here comes Maple Grove with it, Savanich. And Savanich fired it beyond the net. That was a look for Matt Savanich, senior attacker. There's Gig Wilson, the longtime Maple Grove head coach. And unbeaten, and that's not easy. To go unbeaten, especially in a league like the Northwest Suburban.
And he's put together a really, really strong program here over the past few years, and they've been a contender. They've been to state, and they're looking to break through, and they're thinking this is a pretty special team. This one might be the one that'll get it done.
There's Maple Grove with a 1-0 lead here in quarter number one. They get it on the side. Now they go back down low, and this is Hunter House. So dangerous. Hunter House, quick pass in front, and a shot and a goal. Beautiful assist, and pulling the trigger is Carter Lysing.
Boy, just holding their position, letting it shift, and the Elk River, when they get caught not making a good slide, well, I'll tell you, Maple Grove makes you pay. Just a beautiful play here. Look at this assist here, and he's just got in and split the defense again, allowed him to open his arms up a little bit and rip it. A nice shot, and kind of a sidearm underneath coming up low high, and it beats Cody Simon.
Elk River, 9-6 overall, got beat by Maple Grove, as we pointed out. Lost to Anoka. Fell to Blaine, Armstrong, Centennial, and Rogers. They got revenge against Rogers here in the sections. They beat Rogers in overtime 7-6 in the quarterfinals.
Well, here's the deal, too. My son is the coach of the Rogers team, and they had a 5-1 lead over Elk River. So just because Elk River gets down, don't count them out. They come back. They won't quit on you.
All right, and here comes Maple Grove with it. Cole Nasco has it, and he's going to trot over to the far side of the field and get set up. So far, we haven't seen 22 Jack Dugan. We got the ball here on the near side. Mark Redmond. Redmond goes out on top. Here's Savanich over to the right side. A little too far there for Brennan Davison. And that's a turnover, and the Elks are going to get an opportunity down 2-0. They need to get something going. They've generated absolutely nothing on the offensive side of the field.
That, like we said, that defense for Maple Grove is just completely nasty.
And Elk River trying to clear their zone, ultimately do, and they get it ahead to Jack Hendrickson. Hendrickson carries it over midfield, tries to get it back toward the middle of the field. We got a ground ball, and it's picked up there by the Elks. Hunter Kivley with it. The dangerous Kivley, and we got another turnover here. We had a whistle. And it's going to be Maple Grove ball. And here comes Maple Grove right away. KP Johnson. He has the first goal of the game. They get it down low on Hunter House. House has an assist. There's Johnson on the near side. And he's going to work it out to the middle. Right now, Maple Grove in total control of this one.
I'm looking down at the sideline here, Stephen. I do not see 22 Jack Dugan on the sideline at all. I'm not sure if he's dressed for the game.
And there's a shot from the near side, and that's Matt Savanich with a goal. His first of the game. Boy, that just a great shot by Savanich.
Just like cutting cake, boy, I'll tell you what, Savanich, he knew where he was. Bad angle shot, but I'll tell you what, he gets it set up beautifully. Nice back pass, and just rips it, sees that upper right-hand corner, and hits it right on the money. I think Simon's a little bit screened on that one, too. He didn't quite see it wind up all the way through. But the Crimson are putting it away. When they get an opportunity, they're burying it.
An assist there to Wells, a goal by Savanich. So 3 different Crimson have scored early in this one. We're not halfway through quarter number 1, and Maple Grove dominating right now, leading at 3-0. Here's a ground ball picked up by the Crimson. And trying to fight his way out of there is Jake Knutson. Knutson finally gives it up. And Matt McNellis, he was a huge force in that win over Robbinsdale Armstrong that we saw down at Armstrong earlier this year. He was really tough.
I just wonder what forest that they're cutting these defensive trees for Maple Grove. They're all over 6 foot. I mean, jeepers. You put a 6-foot stick in their hands is like trying to, have to go all the way around 694 just to get around them.
Yeah, and McNellis is way over 6 foot, long and lean and tough. And he's played very well this year. And what an advantage to have that in front of the goaltender, Frank Gates, to have a protector like that. Here's House. House has an assist but no goals. You'd expect him to put his name in the scoring column at some point. He makes a charge around the far side of the net, tries to get in front, does, and skips one in. How about that, House?
Steve, you called that one. Nice play. House coming around real good. Couple of quick moves. Hesitate, go, hesitate, go, hesitate, go.
Yeah, that was a thing of beauty. He just went around the far side, beat a couple of men, found an alley, and put it by the goaltender, Cody Simon. and he's got a goal and an assist. And that was just a great speed move.
Yeah, come through on the left hand, and it's kind of unusual because lefties are, they're not a dime a dozen. They're a very rare player who can really shoot well with the left hand, and most guys will fade off to the right to stop him. And that time, Hunter House just stuck with it. A couple hesitation to move, and he got around, and he just buried the shot in there. And I'll tell you what, the Crimson are cruising here right now, Steve. I'll tell you what, they're taking advantage of all their offensive opportunities here, and they built a 4-0 lead.
A lot of semifinal games around the area. Over in Section 7, runner-up in the Northwest Suburban to Maple Grove, Anoka rolled over Centennial 17-5. Anoka in the Section 7 final. They'll play the winner of Blaine Andover at Park Center on Wednesday in the early game at 5 o'clock. And here's the lay of the land here in Section 8. Maple Grove and Elk River right now, and it's all Crimson, 4-0. And, of course, Wayzata and St. Michael Albertville. We saw Wayzata earlier this year, Dan, as well. And they're a sneaky good team, and they could give St. Michael Albertville a lot of trouble.
Well, the funny thing is everybody looks at Lake against, the Great Western Lacrosse thing and saying, oh, well, St. Michael ought to get killed. I got bad news for you, folks. St. Michael is very, very good, and they're going to give Wayzata everything they can handle. And, frankly, I would look at Wayzata as the underdog in that game, to be honest with you, because they're playing at St. Michael. It's a grass field because Wayzata plays on a turf field. And the advantages are going to St. Michael. So don't be surprised if the Knights come out of this playing in the final against the winner of this game.
All right, out of the timeout, let's see if Elk River can generate anything here. It's been a tough goal. Luke Dahlheimer trying to win that faceoff. Instead, here comes Maple Grove on a roll. This is Carter Morissette, gives it up on the wing to House, and he scores again just like that. Hunter House.
Oh, my gosh. They're not missing a beat here. They win the face-off, and bang, down they come. Tanner Scanson gets a nice quick move and a good pass over from Carter Morissette over to House, and House just comes across with his right hand that time and puts it away.
And he is really on a roll. 2 goals and an assist here in quarter number 1. Maple Grove off to a 5-0 start, leaving very little doubt so far in this one against Elk River Zimmerman. The Elks need to get something going right now. They need to start by winning a face-off, and they get a break here. It's a round ball came into the Maple Grove zone, and now let's see what Elk River can do. And they've got a great scorer in Hunter Kivley, and they got to try and get him free and get him in front. And they got to try and solve that Maple Grove defense, as they've got Elk River spread way out.
Yeah, they got to force the issue, come inside.
Here's Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer tries to give it up. Ball is down. Kivley's going to try and run it down on the far side. He does. Gets around the defenseman, Shamanovsky. And now he's going to try and set up shop behind the net. Kivley gives it up. And Kivley is being hounded right now defensively by Maple Grove. They're not giving him any room. He has a shadow. He has someone in his hip pocket right now.
Shamanovsky isn't even looking up the field. No. He's just staying right on Kivley.
And that's going to be a big challenge for the Elks because they've relied on him 43 goals.
Yeah, number 10, Nick Ucks, and number 2, Kyle Carr have got to step up to the plate here now. Somebody's got to break the water. And once they get it going, maybe the pressure will come off Kivley, but, they're just nobody else is stepping up to the plate here.
Well, and of course, Maple Grove, you knew the game plan was going to be to try and take away Kivley. They get it out to the near side, and Rice doesn't have any room. They just have no room to breathe right now.
Nope. Maple Grove's strong enough and quick enough that they can play outside. They don't give you any wrecking area to step back and just relax and look over the field. You got to play every square foot of that field against them.
Once again, we haven't seen Jack Dugan on the field for Maple Grove. We haven't seen his 22 on the sideline or on the field for that matter. He may not be available for Maple Grove tonight.
Gee, that's really got to worry their opponents too, because he isn't playing and they're just cruising right now. The offense is clicking.
And Elk River trying to find some answers defensively here, down 5-0. And right now, Maple Grove content to play on the perimeter as quarter number 1 winds down. There's a charge in from the right side. Nice save by Simon. They got the stick on it. And now Elk River has an opportunity to come the other way. Here's Dahlheimer. Dahlheimer gets it over midfield and gets it to Alex Pearson. Pearson gives it up quickly to Drusilla. And he's going to set up shop over on the far side and try and get organized.
I just love this. Look at this. That Maple Grove defender is just creeping in on him. He says, I don't care if you go out to the 50. I'm going to go right with you.
Elias Klusiow with it right now as he settles in. Ben Zitnak watches him defensively. And right now, no breathing room for Hunter Kivley. And now they do a little switch out, and here come the Elks. This is Josh Daniels. Daniels gets it down low, nice feed, but Maple Grove there defensively. And they get it out on top. There's Klusiow. He tries to find some room. And now he gets it into the middle. And Kyle Carr took a big shot. And that's going to be a hold against the Crimson, and this will be an opportunity for Elk River. As they finally get a little zone time. They haven't a lot of that, and then they throw it away.
Oh, boy.
That's too bad. No one near him down on the end line, and he just threw it away.
Well, a lot of times, in these types of games in the sections, too, these turnovers become a big factor. The better teams don't turn it over, and the ones that turn it over the most in this situation with two close teams, they're the ones that generally lose.
Seconds remaining in the quarter. Here comes the Crimson. House loses a handle. Elk River, good defensively. They're going to at least clear to midfield. And actually, blocked by the goalpost. We're under now a minute to go. So we have a full minute to go. So an opportunity for Elk River off that Maple Grove turnover.
Boy,
that was a good break for them.
Kivley had an opening there. I don't know why he didn't take it. Maybe sometimes he gets a little gun shy now that he's got that much coverage on it. But he had an opening there from about the 22-yard line that he could have really ripped it.
Let's see what Elk River does. We've got 30 to go here in quarter number one. Maple Grove has dominated 5-0, but Elk River trying to pull the trigger on something here.
Well, they got to get a shot here. I don't think they've had a shot this half, do you?
Here's Carr off the goaltender Gates. Tough angle shot. Hit Gates and skipped out of play. And that's going to be Maple Grove ball with seconds remaining here in the quarter. So that they were able to get to the net, but it was a really weird angle. And now here's Maple Grove with 10. Here they come on the move. Johnson down low. Are they going to get a shot from House? No. Saved there by Simon. And that's going to be the end of the quarter, and Maple Grove leads at 5-0. So Elk River finally gets an opportunity, but Maple Grove almost made them pay on the other end of the field.
Yeah, they did. Boy, I'll tell you, the Grove is really, really feeling it right now.
Maple Grove dominating here in the Section 8 semifinal, leading Elk River Zimmerman 5-0. We'll return with quarter number 2 in a moment here on the CCX.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it.
I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to Maple Grove. It is boys lacrosse, Section 8 semifinal style. Steve Thompson, Dan Ficken, and Maple Grove a dominating first quarter, and they got balanced scoring. Starting the scoring, KP Johnson, and then, of course, they were able to get a goal from Carter Lysing and an assist to Hunter House. House added a couple of goals, as did Matt Savanich. 5-0 Crimson.
Well, Elk River now, they got to tighten that defense up, and they got to start winning some draws and stop it with their turnovers, man. Control the ball in the offensive zone make Maple Grove work on defense.
And they win another face-off, and Elk River's got to be better in that category for sure, as they are in command, up 5-0, and they have the ball, and they're going to set up. KP Johnson, senior midfielder, trots down behind the net. He's got the ball and is waiting for some guys to come clear. Gets it to Davison in front and a goal.
Wow.
Boy, nice move by Davison to just kind of slide between the defenders and find an open spot.
Well, Davison with his 32nd of the year just got it right in the guts real nice. He just caught it, bang, hit it through it in the net. I think it was about 4 feet out from the net. I mean, just no chance for the goalie at all to make a save on that. Just a great play.
Yeah, and one of the things we've noticed is, you know, they have been able to find little seams where Elk River has had no ability to get in any seams defensively.
Yeah.
But a good move there by Davison to slide in, senior attacker.
Well, Maple Grove's undefeated for a reason.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
They look every bit the part tonight, Dan. And here they come again off another face-off win. And driving in and getting a goal. This is Tanner Skansen. How about that? Face-off guy comes out of there and gets the goal.
The full goal. Wins the face-off and doesn't go off. Face-off go off. He goes down the field and pumps one into the net.
How about that?
Tremendous face-off guy. Oh, nice play, nice shot up high, gets it in the upper left-hand corner and just rips it. He's basically won 154 out of 250 face-offs. That's a 61.6% percentage. That is fantastic. And this time he goes down and gets a little piece for himself. Why not?
Hey, gets into the act. 2 goals already in the quarter. We're not a minute in. 7-0 Maple Grove. Elk River trying to win a ground ball here off the face-off. And instead, Maple Grove trying to gain control, kick the ball ahead. And that's going to roll toward the sideline. And on that kick ball, Elk River's going to get it. They had to let the Elks touch it. Instead, it rolls out of play. And let's see if the Elks can get anything going here.
Now, they better get something going here pretty quick, or this game's going to be out of reach. I mean, the fact they've turned it over, that they're not winning face-offs, I'll tell you what, they got to make everything count now. They got to put at least 2 to 3 in here now to just kind of get this thing back under control.
Yeah, and they've got to start somewhere, and on one end of the field or another, and they're at the point where they need to just get on the board right now and start from there. But they haven't been able to move at all. There's Big Max McNellis defensively. Good physical play over there, and that's going to draw a whistle, but no penalty on the play. And you want to know where he is if you're going to go in the middle.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they just slid right up the stick on Kyle Carr there and got body contact, which is a perfect way to defend him. And, you know, he isn't the biggest guy in the world compared to those two, and they put him on his back. What's remarkable is they kept control of it, which is great. But, you know, here's it. Nobody in Elk River's moving. I mean, just the guy with the ball. And they were not in position there to get the ground ball. And, oh, what a nice play.
Tough angle by Clusio, save there by Gates, and now Maple Grove the other way. They get it in front. Morissette gets it over to House. House couldn't handle the pass. He'll run it down on the near sideline. But that was an opportunity. Davison and House running the field well. And had what typically in hockey you would call an odd man rush.
Yeah, they had the numbers. I'll tell you what, he was probably anticipating shooting before he caught it.
They were running the field beautifully off that. Now here come the Elks with an opportunity. And those have been far and few between. Here's Nick Rice. They have shut down Hunter Kivley, and he has a shadow. And that has been Alex Shemanovsky for most of the game so far. And Shemanovsky doesn't even watch the play. He is just all over Hunter Kivley.
Now, the problem with that, Steve, is that he is susceptible to a pick play. And I'm surprised Elk River is not trying to set something up on a pick play situation for their leading scorer.
And Kivley's just back to the near sideline, goal line extended, well out of the play, trying to create a little more room. Here's Nick Rice. Rice goes a little far down, and then they turn it over, and that was Talon Heath.
Well, number 27 there for the Elk River Eli Clouseau was wide open just to the left of the net. They could have got the ball to him. He would have had an easy chance walking in and scoring.
Here's the big guy, Max McNellis on the move. He wants to do something offensively, and he'll pass it in front. Here's Morissette, and a save there by Simon. Somehow got a piece of that one, and Rob Morissette. And now the outlet pass ahead, and here come the Elks. Hendrickson on the move as ahead of steam, and now he's turned away.
Okay, good play. Now, move the ball around, get something set up.
They almost lose the handle there, but picking it up is Dahlheimer. And coming off the field there is Caden Hendrickson, a sophomore. They get a little more experience out there with Josh Daniels, a junior, who's going to be outside. But once again, at some point in time, what Shemanovsky's doing on Kivley. 40 for Maple Grove and 23 for Elk River. He's just had no room to maneuver at all. Now we got a flag.
You betcha.
And a man down.
Cross check, arms extended. Not a good thing. So he's going to go for a minute. Elk will be down. That was Kivley. And I think that'll be a...
Ooh. That's a big hit up high.
Carr.
Yeah, Kyle Carr with the big shot up front. Or up high.
The sophomore kind of getting a little payback, hopefully, for that shot he took from the Maple Grove defense, but not a good thing. Now he's put his team down to a team that's been scoring pretty much at will.
Well, here come the Crimson, man up. Morissette to House, back to Morissette. And now they go further outside, and KP Johnson, and they get it into the scoring zone, and a turnover there. After Carter Icing uncorked the shot.
I think there's a moving pick there on the part of the Maple Grove Crimson, so it's a turnover.
So Elk River a man down. Jack Hendrickson, senior defender with it, trying to get clear. Loses the handle. Boy, great physical play by Hunter House. And Elk River's going to hang on to it just a little too physical for House, but boy, he was really aggressive there.
Well, it was kind of a push from behind on that situation. Yep. You could see where most of number 4's body was, his back was facing House, and they'll call that every time.
But, Dan, it's one of those things where Maple Grove gives you no room to breathe.
Oh, no.
Even when they're just trying a simple clear, Maple Grove very aggressive defensively. Here's Kyle Jasilla. Jasilla with it for Elk River. They're down 7-0 as we approach midway through quarter number 2. And now he's double teamed out there, and he better get rid of that thing in a hurry. He's in all sorts of trouble. And throws it down on the ground, and this ball is loose. And it's still down in a dangerous spot there, and a real opportunity for Elk River. They can't. The ball is still down. That ground ball ultimately comes to Maple Grove. Jake Knudsen.
Why did I not have the feeling that Maple Grove would not come up with that ball?
There's House. A couple of goals in the game. He has an assist. Once again, we haven't seen Jack Dugan tonight for Maple Grove. We don't have word on if Dugan's out, but we have not seen his 22 on the field.
Well, Maple Grove continue. I mean, this really is a testament to the job that Kid Wilson has done with this team since he took over 4 years ago, and has done a tremendous job with turning this program around. They got the youth program going now, and this is a group of seniors that have been with him ever since the beginning when he came up, and they're really showing it now. They've had some experience in state competition, section competition, and they're going to do really well.
All right, so yes. Yeah, there's Dugan right there. Yeah. He's in street clothes. He's got his stick in hand, but not available for duty tonight for Maple Grove. Player lost the ball, and you could see for a moment lost it in the sun. Cole Nasco had a little trouble with that one, and it's a turnover. And it's in that spot right over the press box where I think he lost the handle and couldn't see it. Here comes Elk River the other way. Hendrickson.
Yeah, but where's the relief? Guys, get open here. Nobody's moving for Elk River. They're just standing still. Against Maple Grove's defense, you got to move.
Jackson Carlson, a good job defensively. Now we have another ground ball. And coming out of there, and a big hit as a player goes down. And that's going to be the Elks' Jack Hendrickson with the bump.
And they're going to be a hit from behind there. You can see that coming up. Number 4 for Elk River. Stepping up from behind, Jack Hendrickson. I imagine he was a little frustrated here. He's trying to get rid of the ball, and nobody could get open for him, and they just started swarming him.
There's KP Johnson, far side, goes down to the end. Here's Hunter House now behind the net. Here's Davison, Brennan Davison. Looking for House cutting across the front of the net. Nobody home, but a good look there by Davison. Davison has a goal here in the quarter.
Boy, Steve, look at the patience. Look at the patience. We ain't in any hurry. We're going to get something set up here. We ain't in any hurry.
Here comes the Crimson and White against Elk River Zimmerman into a good spot, and the shot just missing the net. That was Cole Nazco, the junior midfielder. And
Boy,
he couldn't get it on net.
Couple nice moves, though. Got himself inside there. He beat 3 Elks coming into that area.
Right, in off the bench now. Wells gets it in front to House. House goes down low, misses the net. It's picked up behind the net by Savanich. Savanich goes way outside. This is going to skip all the way across midfield, and the turnover on Maple Grove. So a rare miscue there by Maple Grove as they tried to get it in front and went way too far.
Good opportunity, though. He fired it hard. He tried to get it out there quick before Elk River had a chance to reset their D, and just one of those attempts where he got caught.
There's a ground ball. Maple Grove trying to come up with it, and they ultimately do, and coming out of there with it, Carter Morissette. Morissette's played well. He had an assist right at the end of quarter number 1, and now he got a timeout in the field as we're at 3:27 or 3:28 to go here in quarter number 2. Maple Grove leading at 7-0. Place gotten a little sloppy lately.
It has, but I'll tell you what, Maple Grove falls back on some things, though, too. I mean, they've grabbed 352 ground balls this season. So they're averaging, pick up 27 a game. That's a dominant number. And allowing only their opponents 17 a game. So, that's an even 10 straight, which basically is a turnover in itself, winning a ground ball and grabbing possession on it. And you can see how aggressive they are. Their all-round game is great. I mean, they're winning face-offs more than the other team. They're winning ground balls more than the other team, and that's why they're undefeated right now. And as I said, they think it's a team of destiny. Elk River right now has really got their back against the wall. They're going to have to change some stuff up. Might even have to come to a double team on defense just to get the ball away from these guys.
Yeah, and you would think offensively they'd try and run a play to help Hunter Kivley, get out of the clutches of Alex Shemanovsky, who's been all over him tonight. I mean, he has not left his side at all tonight, and they got to get Kivley rolling. But so far, Hunter House playing well. He's got a couple of goals and an assist. And, Hunter House has really stepped up his game, and he's been terrific all year. And when Jack Dugan's not available, and we've seen him along the sidelines here now, he's well. But not suited up. But the House has really stepped into the void.
Yeah, and the other one, too, that you point out, Max McNillis has just been, don't come to my side because you ain't going to do nothing. So this is a big stop time for Elk River. They need to get that goose egg off the scoreboard before the half ends here.
And they get it to the outside. Maple Grove's going to set up again, way out on the perimeter. KP Johnson playing catch there with Carter Eliasing. He has a goal and an assist, unofficially on my score sheet. Charging in from the right side and scoring, Jonathan Wells.
Wells coming in from the side here, just a great, sets up a dodge situation and just beats the pants off the Elk River D. Comes in real tight, gets a nice shot, goes high-low, looks like a 5-hole shot that gets in between Cody Simon's legs. Nice move here, he just beats him clean. Yep. Look at the move right there. See ya. And then he gets it down low from a high up angle and goes right between the legs of Cody Simon and puts the 8th goal up for Maple Grove.
Beat Drusilla and then the goaltender Simon. First goal in over 8 minutes of play. 8 minutes and 8 seconds to be exact, makes it 8-0 Crimson. And here's a rear face-off win by Elk River Zimmerman. And now it's Zach Odegaard, and Odegaard being punished over there by Tanner Skansen. And now they give it up toward the center of the field. And here's Drusilla. Let's see what they do here and are able to run anything. Here again on the near side is the dangerous Hunter Kivley. And he's just kind of walking into the middle of the field. And you're right, just not a lot of activity and not a lot of movement.
Trying to set up a dodge against Maple Grove, that just isn't going to work. I mean, they slide so well. Even if you beat the first guy, there's going to be another guy waiting for you. And they always work inside out. They will not let you get the inside. They will force you outside every time.
Lucio trying to find room over on the right side. Gets it in the middle. Good opportunity there. Missing the net is Luke Dahlheimer.
Now that was a good play. That was wonderfully set up.
Yeah, they kind of reversed the field to play. And Dahlheimer again trying to get free. Can't.
Not against the long stick.
Drusilla now trying to charge down the middle. Gets it out on the wing and just throws it away. He came to the near side, and Clusial wasn't going to be able to flag that down. With a 10-foot stick there. That was just a bad pass. Now we're under 2 to go in the quarter. Maple Grove the ball and the lead 8-0. And charging over. Zitnak, Ben Zitnak, senior. Now they give it up to House. And now House is going to get it further out to KP Johnson. He started the scoring for Maple Grove right out of the gate. 10:25. Just a minute and a half, just over a minute and a half into the game, he got the scoring started. And here's KP again over on the far side. They try and get set up. There's Davison setting a little pick, and he comes in front and scores. He went around the horn and powered it home.
But did you see? Now watch the pick setup here, folks.
Yeah,
behind
Davison.
the net. It made two Elk River defenders darn near run into each other and gave him Johnson just enough of an opening to get a good shot coming on. Now watch. There's the pick right there, and both look at the Elk River defender number 17 didn't even slide. There's no communication there. Knisley or whatever, and just got caught and just, boy, that was just a great play by Maple Grove. But boy, when you're playing Demon, you got to communicate. You got to know who's going to take the ball and who isn't.
Yeah, and that is an assist right there on that pick, but it won't show up on the sheet.
No, it won't. It's wrong. And this is what Elk River's got to start doing for their star. Hunter Kivley, I mean, he's starting to lose interest in the game. I just watched him try to make a defensive play as Elk River was clearing it out, and it was about as half-hearted an attempt as I've ever seen. I mean, he's losing interest, and I don't blame him. They're not helping him get free at all.
9-0 now, Maple Grove. Total dominance by the Crimson here in the Section 8 semifinal. Of course, the winner tonight will advance to the section final Wednesday night at Park Center at 7 o'clock. And charging in from the right side, trying to get an awkward shot off there, was Wells. Maple Grove maintains possession. Now the ball is down. It's stolen away by Elk River, and they're going to get a clear. And here come the Elks. Jack Hendrickson with it. And then they throw it away on the far side. So really an unforced error out there.
Yeah, just, you just can't do that against this team.
And here comes Maple Grove one more time. Here's Wells. Wells on the side. Charging in. Carter Lysing. What a pass in front. A thing of beauty to Davison.
Yeah, that was the pass. That was the pass of the year. That was just spectacular setup, Davison. They both moved perfectly, timed it just right. Watch him come in. Here's the first. Now watch this pass. Good move here. Draws the D. Davison just sneaks in behind the D, and he's wide open. Oh, my gosh.
Highlight reel goal there for Davison. His second of the game. And another assist to Carter Lysing. He has a goal and 2 assists. Those 2 assists coming here in this quarter. And the route is on 10-0. With just seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Maple Grove just dominating this one as they try and remain unbeaten. They win another face-off. And that's going to do it. We are at the half. 2 quarters in the books. Maple Grove 5 in the first and 5 in the second. I'm Steve Thompson along with Dan Ficken. And, of course, a great night of weather, but a tough night for Elk River Zimmerman as they've been dominated by Maple Grove. And it really starts defensively for me, Dan.
Yeah.
And we talked about it in our pregame. Hunter Kivley and Maple Grove's been all over him. They have given him no room to breathe, and Elk River Zimmerman has had no answer.
No, none at all. And the Elk River's not helping him, at all. And, you got to take care of your star. But part of that, too, is Maple Grove is just clicking on all cylinders here, going on that mission of making this run to get to state and make a run at it. So, there's a lot of skill there, but I just didn't expect this amount of domination. My God, Elk River's got to rethink this whole thing.
Yeah, no, Jack Dugan in the lineup for Maple Grove. That's scary. Maple Grove leading Elk River 10-0. It is a Section 8 boys lacrosse semifinal here on CCX.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
We are at the half. Steve Thompson, Dan Ficken, Section 8 boys lacrosse semifinal. The winner advances to the section final Wednesday night at Park Center. And in this one tonight, it's been all Maple Grove, Dan. It started out early. They get a goal right out of the gate by K.P. Johnson. And it just really moved the ball beautifully. And that's a great shot there by Matt Savanich, his first goal of the game. And then Hunter House has a couple of goals and an assist, all coming in quarter number one. And House has really stepped up because Jack Dugan not available tonight. There's a nice save by Frank Gates.
Yep.
He doesn't get enough credit.
No, he doesn't. They're playing great defense in front of him, but he steps up when he needed to. That was their best opportunity. And here, a good save by the goalpost there. And, of course, Cody Simon making it clear.
And look at this pick set by Davison. As coming around the horn is K.P. Johnson for his second goal of the game. And then look at this pass right here. Just absolutely beautiful. As Carter Lysing hit Brennan Davison for a goal. Davison's second of the game. That was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it was just that might have been the prettiest play all year that we've seen in the games we've done. So we're looking at Elk River now. They got to really rethink some things and do some things different. They can't stay with the same playbook, or they're going to be down by 12 and we'll have running time, and that's pretty much going to suck the guts out. So first thing you do, start winning draws. Change your face-off guy. The guy you got going isn't doing any good right now. Start winning some ground balls. Jeepers. Get in there and start battling a little bit and get it around. If you can get 2-3 goals, that'll get some momentum going for yourself. But they've got to rethink this whole thing and put a little more hard effort into it, because this Maple Grove team is rolling right now.
Yeah, and try and run a little action for Hunter Kivley, because he has been shadowed by Alex Shamanovsky, who's done an outstanding job. You know what his job was, and that was to shadow him all over the field, and he hasn't left his side. I don't think he's been outside of 2 or 3 feet of him the entire game.
Oh, no, he hasn't been. And it's scary, too, because Shamanovsky, the only time we've mentioned his name is because we're noticing that he's covering him. He hasn't been in the play at all. So, yeah, they got to open something up for Kill, because he's their scorer. Do something. Get him opened up. Get some picks set. Make Shamanovsky run with him a little bit, for heaven's sakes. Right now he's just basically got Kivley stationary, and that's exactly the way you want him, because he's not dangerous when he's standing still.
All right, third quarter coming up. It is the Section 8 boys lacrosse semifinal. Elk River Zimmerman at Maple Grove. It's all Crimson 10-0 at the half here on CCX.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
And we are underway in quarter number 3 in Maple Grove and Elk River. The winner advances to the section final on Wednesday night at Park Center. They'll play the winner of that Wayzata St. Michael Albertville game that's underway right now. And it's, who else? Maple Grove ball. They win another face-off, Dan.
Well, and you notice how once they got it in the zone, they rolled it back to the guy on the top. Oh, my gosh. That's almost an insult to your defense.
So here's Maple Grove setting up shop. Matt Savanich behind the net. Nice spin move. Gets it right back behind the net. KP Johnson. And now further behind the net. And we understand Jack Dugan would have been available to play, but they're taking extra time with him, making sure he's available for Wednesday night section final. And there's a shot by House. Stick goes down on the field. And that goes out of play, and Maple Grove's going to hang on. They get it out in front. Here's Brennan Davidson. He's had a really good game. They get it outside to Johnson. Further out on the perimeter. Right now, Maple Grove in total command. Here's Wells. Wells gives it up further out. They're just trying to set something up. Look at that room in the middle. And you got to believe Maple Grove.
They had the backdoor play wide open. Oh, my gosh. Brennan Davison is stuck behind there. He's good at sneaking in there, isn't he?
Yeah. He snuck around, but they couldn't connect on the pass. Oh, boy. They had that set up beautifully. A ton of room in front of the Elk River Zimmerman goaltender, Cody Simon. And now Elk River gets the ball, and they try and get it ahead and try and get anything going. They'd love to get on the score sheet. They have been shut out through 2 quarters of play plus. There's Eli Clusiau. Clusiau still controls, comes to the near side. Kyle Carr. Carr trying to charge in. He's turned away by Max McNellis, one of my favorites. Boy, he played so well. Robbinsdale Armstrong that game. Didn't get enough credit. His long arms. Now we get a flag. And a stoppage.
We're going to have a slashing penalty on Maple Grove here. They saw the sophomore Carr there, number 2, with the ball, and came up with a double team. And they were starting to chop with the stick. And as long as you're hitting stick or the lower hands, you're fine. But they came on and got a little too much body that time with it. So it'll be Elk River's ball, and we'll have got 2 guys in the penalty box.
Yeah, Knutson and Savanich.
Got a slash. I think I heard the other one was a cross check.
Yeah. So Elk River an opportunity.
Oh, man, they're 2 men up.
To get one on the board here as they move it around. Try and get something going. And they get a goal, finally.
Kivley. Finally, they got the ball to him, for heaven's sakes.
So Kivley, who led the Elks with 43 goals, finally gets one here.
Man, oh, man. Well, he got it up. Yeah, that was his 45th. He got one in the game against Rogers' first section game. But, all right, they finally got to where the bread is buttered, and he got a nice shot. He got his arms extended. And obviously, Mr. Shemanovsky had to play a little bit more of a defensive play, being 2 men down. But got him on the board, got that goose egg off. So we'll see if they can build some momentum here. And
First goal of the game for the Elks, and Maple Grove wins the draw, and they come out of there, get it into the zone and set it up. Here's Savanich way out on the left side. Gets it out on top. Here's Carter Lysing, and he's going to play catch here with KP Johnson. He has a couple of goals in the game tonight. Just a great weather night. Boy, we've been on a roll lately.
As we were talking, you're good luck, Steve. Every time you come to do a game, we've had great weather, so keep coming.
Yeah, we haven't had a bad one yet. That's pretty good. There's a goal. Driving in from the right side is Brennan Davison. He's having a game. That's 3 goals.
Oh, it was a high-low shot, a bouncer, which is tough for goalies anyway, and he got it off pretty quick. I'm not sure that Simon was ready for him to shoot it, but watch how fast he gets it off here. Bang, yeah, got it off quick. From about 20 feet out.
Boy, that was beautiful. Played keep away with the left hand and pulled the trigger and skipped it by Cody Simon. Just like that, the Crimson get the goal back. They're up by 10, 11-1 now.
What I really liked is the fact that, we see how many times in Lacrosse they miss the net. They got a guy behind to get possession, but then, boy, Maple Grove has not missed the net tonight. I think they missed it twice.
Another face-off win. Scanton gives it up. Here's Tom Zeek.
Another one of those trees.
He tries to give it up. He turned it over. Stolen away by Elk River. Here's Alex Pearson. He'll get it ahead way too far. Elks run it down on the far side. And coming out of there is the Elks. And here's a shot uncorked by Talon Heath. That missed the net, but the Elks are going to hang on, I believe.
They are. Looks like, yep. Good play, though. Good aggressive play. Went right to the net. Was not messing around.
Here's Carr trying to back in on McNellis. He turns him away. Gives him a pat or two with the stick. And now Elk River gets it further to the perimeter, and Rice. Rice on the charge. Gets it out on the side. Now behind the net. They're trying to find their leading scorer and their only goal scorer in the game. And that is Hunter Kivley. Kivley right in the middle, but double teamed at times. They get it to the side. Now a little bit further out. Little spin move, turned away, Clusiau. And then a shot misses.
Well, I think one of the things that was said at halftime by the Elks is shoot the ball. Okay, I'm all for that. But now, get moving. Here we go again. They're not moving around. They're kind of trying to let one guy dodge all the time. Set a pick, move for your guys. See how those double teams come so fast from Maple Grove, and it's just the secret of playing good D.
We got a ground ball battle, and Kivley takes a shot up high. And he's trying to shake that one off, but he got drilled inside. And Maple Grove's going to come out of it. He was going for the ground ball and got thumped pretty good. You'll see it coming right here. If we can continue the replay, he'll get popped right there. And he got hit way up high, and Maple Grove comes out of there with it. Turnover on the Elks.
Missed the call there, I'll tell you what. But I'll tell you what, Maple Grove's establishing the fact, dude, don't even think about getting the ball. We're going to hammer you. He's not happy. You can just tell right now they didn't call it. And I don't know, he's got to keep his chin up. He's got to keep battling because, his teammates are going to depend on him.
Here comes Maple Grove into the scoring zone, but a save there by Simon. He got his body in front of it. That was an opportunity for the Crimson, and now the Elks come out of it. We got a ground ball on the far side. Elk River should control, and they do. Pretty good play. Spinning out of there is Jack Hendrickson. Hendrickson's going to carry forward right along the far sideline, get it ahead. Nice pass. Kyle Jusilla. Jusilla's going to try and get it in front.
Good play. Just did not force the issue. Let the numbers come. Look at how far out the D comes. Look at that long stick with him. He's staying with him all the way. He comes all the way out beyond the 30-yard line to cover him.
Boy, very aggressive play there. Jackson Carlson. Now here's Elk River. They get it into the middle. That one skips in on Gates. He got something on it, and it skips over the net. Not a play, but Gates was there.
Yeah. And they can't get a clean shot on him, Steve. Look at how tight his arms are, and look at he's got to kind of do a backhand somewhat. His offhand, and it just, not really getting a quality shot there.
So Daniels made a move. Wasn't able to get a lot on it.
Oof.
Boy, good defensive pressure as Daniels had to give it up again, way out on the perimeter. Once again, they challenged the ball out near midfield.
Well, and this is a situation, you know, when you're one of your top guys, you got a long stick on him. You're not going to dodge a long stick. They just have too much of an advantage. And, oh, look at that nice play right there.
Yeah, you got to give it up.
Yeah.
You got to recognize that and give it up. And now a ground ball. Who's going to come out of it near midfield? It's kicked ahead, and it's picked up by Hunter House. House had a couple of goals in the first. He's been quiet since. He has 2 goals and an assist in this game, all coming in quarter number 1. And now House smelling another goal. It's 11-1. Maple Grove closing in on 5 to go in quarter number 3 as they settle it down and work the perimeter. Unforced error doesn't hurt Carter Lacing on the far side.
Well, nobody's pushing on Elk River. I mean, you're down by 10 goals. Come on, guys. You got to get out there and start pressuring these guys.
Here they come, trying to set up a play. Here's Wells. Wells back into the middle. Lacing with it. He charges in. That one misses a goal on the near side and skips out of play, but Maple Grove's going to hang on. They're up by 10. They had a play set up on the near side, and now I got a big collision off the ball. And I would assume here
Hunter House is going to get his penalty of the game. He always gets 1 or 2. Just really ran the Elk River defender.
Big hit there.
Yeah, and he really extended his arms into it. I mean, a lot of shoulder into the chest. I mean, but once you extend your arms, it becomes an illegal hit. So you see Coach Wilson going over and talking to him and telling him, you know, dude, you know, appreciate your aggressiveness, but that's a little bit too much.
Yeah, that was a big hit, so House will sit down. Elk River a man up. And they were able to get a goal in a 2-man-up situation. 2 Crimson were in the sin bin. And it's 11-1, and let's see what Elk River can do if they can find Kivley. They get it near the net, and the shot goes over the net and out of play. And they got it to the side. I don't see Kivley out there right now.
Out there. No, he's not out there right now.
He took a big shot and tried to shake it off. And I don't know if Kivley's left the field to play or not. He is not on the field now. I don't see him down on the bench. So we'll try and sort that out. Because Kivley took a shot up high on a ground ball near the Maple Grove net.
I would assume the trainer there was putting him through some kind of concussion protocol.
Elk River. Oh, they get it down low, and a good opportunity for Carr, and a save by Gates. Elk River trying to hang on. They pick up the ground ball on the near side.
Gates was fabulous on that, just absolutely fabulous. Carr was right down in front, dead to rights. Gates just stuck right with him, would not give an inch.
Here's Heath, watched by McNellis. You better give it up because with McNellis on you and that long stick, he tries to battle in front, ground ball, and now he got a hold, and Elk River's going to hang on to this thing.
Oh, McNellis could just basically wrap his arm and stick around, and got him down on the ground. That's not Kivley.
No, that's Daniels on the bench, and Daniels was getting checked out.
I think he was the one that got run there by House, wasn't he?
Yeah, and we don't see Kivley out there right now in this set. Don't see 23, and I don't see him standing along the sideline at this point in time for Elk River.
You know, I don't either.
Because he really got drilled, and we had that highlighter, that replay a little bit earlier. We really got thumped. There was no call, and he was trying to shake it off after that play, and maybe the officials or the coaches pulled him aside and sat him down. And here is now we see Kivley on the sideline. He's got his helmet off. Elk River controls, and now we got a whistle, and we got a turnover. And Maple Grove is going to get it.
Boy, just another case of just really good defense, not giving an inch, is just turning the day for Maple Grove.
So bad news for the Elks is there's the leading scorer. Hunter Kivley is on the bench right now. Coming up on 2 to go in the third. Maple Grove led it 10-0 at the half. now lead at 11-1. These teams have traded goals here in the third as things wind down. Maple Grove hasn't really been able to generate a lot offensively, though, here. And they get it in front and they get a goal. Just as I bring that up, they get it in a good spot. And how about K.P. Johnson just streaks into the middle untouched and gets another goal. And that's his fourth of the game.
Fourth. Boy, he made a nice move here. Just look at this. Splits two guys. That slide coming way late. Comes across and just gets a nice shot off. High-low, bounces, and into the net. Look at the move here.
My error, third of the game.
Boom, boom. Comes through. And again, that slide coming late.
And that is his third, not his fourth. His third goal of the game, though, for K.P. Johnson. He started the scoring, added one in the second, now one in the third. K.P. Johnson makes it 12-1. Maple Grove with under 2 to go here in quarter number 3. That was a good individual play. There's Maple Grove again, winning another face-off. Tanner Skansen, he's done a pretty good job. He's been solid, and he has a goal off of face-off. He just picked it up out of the center circle and went down and scored.
Well, he just got it inside the box area just to make sure he gets tacked off and got it back out, and then he goes off, doing the go part of Fogo.
But he has been solid. And, if you're new to this game, that is huge what happens in the face-off. Yeah. It is a huge part of this game.
Well, it's like playing basketball, and if you make it, you get it again. It's one of those type things where you could just run off a bunch of baskets. You keep winning draws, you can turn a 7-0 deficit into nothing, or you can get a big lead.
There's Savannah had a chance inside. Max Leaf was in the game, and now he'll come off. Leaf, a JV guy who's seen some time here in this 12-1 game. Under a minute to go in the third. Here's Elk River. They get it ahead beautifully there. This is Nick Rice. Rice will set up on the far side. Once again, Hunter Kivley, helmet off on the bench. Josh Daniels, he's got a helmet off. He's on the bench as well. A couple of key guys down for the Elks here late in the game. We got a spin move. Osseo.
That was a nice shot. I think that was a riser. Low go high on this Clesios. Finally, that was his third shot of the game, and this one gets a goal for the Elks.
And that goal comes with 26 seconds left here in the quarter.
Makes a little bit of, I think, a spin move here. Yep, comes around. Yep. It comes right up the top, went right into the upper part of the corner. You can see Gates go down to his knees trying to get that basket up, and just wasn't there in time.
So Clusiao, a really nice shot there. And now it's 12-2. Maple Grove has their lead cut to 10 again, late here in quarter number 3. And we've got a rare face-off loss by Skansen. And Elk River's going to pick it up, and here come the Elks. They got two of their key guys on the bench, and they're trying to rally late here in the quarter.
Well, 21 seconds left.
Rice, way outside. And they better get going here in a hurry. Here's Rice charging in, and what a shot by Rice from way outside, beats Gates. Couple of quick goals for the Elks.
Wow. I don't think Frank Gates has been beat now that far for quite a while, by God. Well, shows you what happens when you start shooting the ball. And nice move here, gives himself a little bit of an opening. And he didn't quite get his arms totally extended, but he hit the spot he wanted to hit. And it beat Gates. I think Gates has screened a little bit on that because I think number 33 was in front of him, or 13.
So Elk River's outscored Maple Grove 3-2 here in the third. It's now 12-3 with seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And another face-off ground ball squirts out of there, picked up by Maple Grove. They'll retreat. Here's Max McNellis. And he'll hang on to it, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. So Elk River showing signs of life with their leading scorer, Hunter Kivley, on the bench. It is 12-3. Maple Grove leading Elk River Zimmerman here in this Section 8 semifinal. Boys lacrosse here on the CCX.
As at sea race, love is love.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, read your lease. No pets allowed. My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Well, we got Leafy out here, by gosh, blowing in the wind.
Leafy's been a good luck charm earlier. Maple Grove girls lacrosse punched their ticket to the section final with a big win over Elk River Zimmerman.
Yep.
Jay Wilcox had the call. Dan, you're doing the doubleheader tonight.
I am watching a lot of Maple Grove Elk River lacrosse. I didn't imagine that, but by gosh, that's what we got tonight.
12-3, we go to the fourth. Maple Grove led it 5-0 after one, 10-0, and then got outscored by Elk River Zimmerman 3-2 in the third. As a result, 12-3 here at the start of quarter number 4. And, of course, programming later in the week to be announced, depending on how things shake out. We have boys, girls on Wednesday night here on CCX to be determined. John and Jay will huddle and sort all of that out.
Decide where our destination's going to be, which section final we're going to do Wednesday night.
Yeah, and the girls are going to be down the road at Osseo, and then the boys are going to be over at Park Center.
Yep.
And we got Section 7 and Section 8 boys over at Park Center. So a couple of section finals over there on Wednesday. First game at 5, second game at 7. Maple Grove, if they're able to hang on, the Section 8 final is a 7 o'clock start at Park Center, and the same deal over at Osseo for the girls on Wednesday night.
I'm kind of looking, I'm hoping that the Northwest Suburban gets an opportunity. They could have 3 teams in the state tournament here. Now.
Oh, what a shot.
Oh, and
Elk
who would
River.
that be?
Osseo.
Osseo, uh-huh.
Second goal there, and he's on a bit of a roll as Elk River putting on a little bit of a push. Might be too little too late, but
he's got this come underneath, shoot up type deal going on too, and it's fooling Gates big time. He doesn't know how to handle it. He was a little bit screened there, but boy, that's a second shot like that by Elias Osseo. So, all right, by God, until they stop and start feeding him the ball, let him see what he can do here.
Yeah, he's got a couple of goals here in the game. And now let's see if they can control that draw. And there's a battle, a ground ball. Who's going to come out of it? Looks like Elk River's going to scoop it up. So they're showing signs of life. Drusilla with it. He's going to carry it in, far side. So what was 10-0 at the half, now 12-4. Maple Grove still in good shape.
Well, Maple Grove switched over to Jonathan Wells as the fogo on that. And I think Tanner Skansen might take the rest of them here.
Here's Carr. Carr trying to battle. He's turned away. Now they get further outside. Here's Drusilla. Drusilla comes out on top. Here's Nick Rice. Nick Rice fights off a hit, gives it up on the side. Here's another shot and a goal. Who else?
Drusilla. Oh, my gosh. Same angle, same spot. I mean, wow. They're wrecking. He's wrecking the Maple Grove defense. I mean, he didn't even move from the same spot he just scored on about 30 seconds ago.
Boy, he just kind of backpedals, finds a spot.
Same spot he's always finding. Yeah, there he is. Give me it. Rip.
And he's got a wicked shot.
He does. I mean, and that underneath up, that is a hard shot to control. You can go over that net really quickly and to be on spot like he has been. He's hit corners with that shot.
Big ground ball picked up by Maple Grove. Here comes the Crimson. Skansen gets it further outside. And here's Carter Lysing as the Crimson try to restore a little order here. They're up 12-5 in good shape with under 10 to go in the game. But a goal would make them feel a whole lot better and a little control here in the zone.
More important right now just to control and create a shot. Don't be anxious. Don't try to force it. Take your time. You've shredded him so far in the game. You need to get back to that.
Here's House. House gets held. They're going to throw a flag.
Yep.
House gets bumped again. They're going to go to the other side. Here's Savanich. Savanich trying to get free. Gets it way out on the perimeter. Now they come across. Maple Grove right now. Wells goes over the net. And now Maple Grove is going to go a man up here.
We're going to take a look at this Elk River goal again. Just a nice play. Pass it to him. He's hot right now. Give it to him. And Elias Colisio did a nice job. Now, Hunter House did a nice job. Oh, yeah, he just got held with an arm there, and he was really pushing it hard.
That's even holding in the NFL.
Are you sure? I don't know. It's a judgment call, Steve.
Yeah, good point, Dave.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, 12-5. And let's see what Maple Grove can do. And we get a goal. Hunter House.
The guy the penalty was on shows you why they got to hold him. Boy, oh, boy. Nice shot. High-low. He's just finding that corner really well.
Third of the game for House. 8:57 to play. And Maple Grove gets a goal back. They lead at 13-5.
I think he stopped at what, a 3-1 run or 3-0 run by the Elks?
Four in a row.
Four in a row they got. Okay. Oh, nice. Boy, when he got it, extended back like that and came over the top, nicely placed and just a rip of a shot. Simon had no prayer in making a save there.
Brennan Davison on the assist, and Davison has been really good tonight as well. He has 3 goals and now an assist, according to my score sheet. 13-5, Maple Grove. They win another draw. They pick up a ground ball. Here they come. Carter Morissette tries to come to the near side. House runs it down. But that was a good hustle play along the near sideline. Oh. And then he just throws it away. Tried to get Brennan Davis, and that's a turnover. He's going to, he's saying,
sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
He's played really well. He's a hustler. He is a hockey player on the team. He's always a hustler. And he's one of those guys that you just hate on the other team, and you just love him when he's on your team because he's an agitator, a pest, an annoyance, and he just does what he's supposed to do.
Boy, he delivered a big hit, took a penalty earlier in the game. Here's Elk River finding a little room out in front. Let's see if they can. Now we got a ground ball. Boy, that was a good play, and now a flag as Kyle Carr got tagged. And we're going to see, this could be Tom Zieg taking a knee here on the side. We'll find out for sure, but Maple Grove's going to go a man down. We do know that.
Yeah, it was a cross check there. They're going to call it a check or a push him behind with possession. That'll put him down in the box for 30 seconds to give Elk River an opportunity. Now let's see. 27 is absolutely out there. 23 is out there.
And of course, we're talking about Hunter Kivley, their leading scorer. He was out for a good chunk of quarter number 3, but he is back on the field right now. Clusiau with it. Gives it over to Kivley. Luciao has been so good. Now they get it to the middle. Put the ball down on the ground for a moment. Kierstead.
Guess who's going to a spot.
Here's a shot from the outside. Boy, another one from the perimeter. And I believe that was Kierstead with the goal.
Wow, nice shot from the outside by Kierstead. My gosh. He just really winds up again. It's amazing what happens when you let a player open his arms up. Nice play, back off, gets it going. He really let it go and open. Just got down in the left-hand side of the net there. Just beat him clean.
And Gates had no chance on that one. So Elk River makes it 13-6. 7:46 to go in the game, and an all-important face-off here. And it's picked up by the Elks for a moment. We got a whistle, and Elk River's going to get it back. So they got a little momentum. They have scored in the game 5 of the last 6 goals.
And they beat Skansen on that. That's the first time in a long time I've seen Skansen get beat, but even the long sticks are getting into it now, but Gates is up to that one. Made a nice save. Smart play.
Nice save on Jack Henriksen. Maple Grove gets it ahead. And now they're on the move, and get it right into the scoring zone, and House goes right over the top of the net. And that goes well out of play, but Maple Grove's going to hang on, and going over is Davison. They'll pick up the nearest ball, and
Cody
Ballers in play.
Cody Simon's going, thank you for going over the top of the net, because House is wide open. Wide open on the wing on that net. Oh, my gosh.
KP Johnson, 3 goals in this one for Maple Grove. KP Johnson driving in on the left, rips a shot that goes wide of the goal and out of play, but Maple Grove's going to hang on.
That might be the 3rd or 4th time that Maple Grove's missed the net tonight. My gosh.
This one was 10-0 at the half, now 13-6. So Elk River Zimmerman are playing much better here in quarters 3 and 4. Much, much better.
Well, they're taking some shots or changes. I don't think they took a shot in the entire first quarter. Now they're finally taking some shots, and guess what? They're going in.
Savanich tries a shot, may have hit the post, and that one goes out of play. And they're going to hang on to it.
Simon was on that one, too. Savanich needed to go high-low on that. That's what's beating Cody Simon. Don't try to do a straight-in shot level. You know, goalies with that big basket can be on that. You need to change height on it.
And now a turnover, Maple Grove on the near side.
Haven't seen a lot of those out of Maple Grove tonight either.
Savanich couldn't pull it down off the feed there from Wells. And now here comes Elk River Zimmerman. Midway through quarter number 4, and now we got pressure in the defensive zone, and a good job there by Brennan Davis, and he was very aggressive.
Yep.
And was able to get it away from Jeff Watkins. And now Davidson's going to get it in, and here's Savanich behind the net. Savanich, guy cutting in, and a save there by Simon. Oh, man. Coming in with a good look was Wells, but Simon made the save. Here comes Elk River quickly the other way. They're trying to get it set up. This is Kyle Carr. Kyle Carr, watched by McNellis. McNellis, that long stick, he falls down.
Oh, man. Was that a moving pick? I get a look here. Wells just coming in real tight, and boy, Cody Simon was all over it, made a nice play, and then he got active to get it out of the zone. But then they set a moving pick down there on
McNellis, I think he went down awkwardly. He popped up. He's okay. Here comes Maple Grove. Here's KP Johnson. Goes to the far side. Spinning out of there is Savanich. Savanich looks down low to Davison. No one home. Back to the outside and Wells. Now further out on top. Here's Carter Lysing. Lysing on a charge. Has a little alley on the right side. He's turned away. Now they kind of settle it down again. Once again, Jack Dugan not available all night for Maple Grove. Dugan should be ready on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're at a point now where it's like, guys, you don't need to score. Don't try and force the issue. Let's control the ball. Let's run some time off the clock and get out of here with our win. We got a 7-goal lead. We don't need to score.
House had it knocked out of there, but Maple Grove got it back, and then they get it inside, and Savanich scores.
Except when you get it in tight like that all by yourself. Yes, then you definitely score.
But they got it down low to Savanich, and that's his second of the game. So he gets his second, 14-6. And Savanich, he's played very well tonight. And gets goal number 2.
Switch goalies for Elk River. And they've pulled Corey Simon. So I think it's Dawson Strauss in the net for the Elks. He's played 3 games. Played in 3 games this year for the Elks.
Here comes Maple Grove, another face-off win. Tanner Skanson's been pretty stout there all night. And Maple Grove just blew the doors off Elk River Zimmerman. 5 in the first, 5 in the second. But you got to give Elk River Zimmerman credit. They have battled back.
Yeah.
And they've been able to hang in there. They lost a key guy to Josh Daniels, who hasn't returned. Hunter Kivley sat down for a while after a big hit. So a couple of key guys out of there for them at times in this game. Maple Grove looking for more. They get it inside. And there he is again.
I think they just ran that play about 30 seconds ago there, Steve.
Savanich
start with a dodge capability, draw high, bring the slide over to you, get double teamed, and that leaves Savanich open down low, and he just got a pass and went after it.
So his third of the game.
See the double and triple team there, actually, and by the time the 21 slid to Savanich, it was way too late. It's almost a point, though, where the goalie's got to come on out to Savanich and then play defense himself and just get that basket up in his grill. But, you know, he's new. He just walked in. And Dawson Strauss. It's pretty tough to get thrown in the game against these guys and expect to make some big saves.
Savanich, by the way, the assist to Cole Natsko. And here's Maple Grove again, up 15-6, under 4 to go in the game. The way things were going, we thought we'd get to running time. Not so. And here's Savanich again. Savanich, now they come way out on top. This is Mark Redmond. Redmond gives it up. Getting some time, Max Leaf.
We haven't seen him play yet.
Leaf getting a little time. He's a regular on JV, getting a little varsity action here in a section semifinal. That one skips by the net and goes well out of play. Maple Grove's going to hang on to it. And we're getting some other players in. Jaden Cruz out there now for Maple Grove. They get it further outside. And here's Leaf. And now we got a turnover. And Elk River Zimmerman's going to get it back. But you're right, they scored 4 goals in a row in a stretch, late third, early fourth, and they could have easily folded the tents in this one, but they didn't. And now here they have the ball and under 3 to go in the game. So they'll end their season. Elk River coming in 9-6 overall. They had won 2 games in this section tournament to get to this game. They beat Tech, and then they beat Rogers in overtime. Here come the Elks and Carr. Carr gets it in front, and he got bumped off it, and it's picked up there by Gates. And they get it ahead, and Maple Grove's going to try and clear. Shemanovsky, who had the duty of guarding Hunter Kivley throughout this game, being all over Kivley, had it for a moment. Now we have a ground ball, and the fight continues, and it's picked up there by Elk River, and Kivley is back out there. Kivley trying to put on a charge. He has just 1 goal in the game today. And he took a big shot. Boy, you're going to feel that one tomorrow for sure.
No, he's probably feeling it right now. He's just trying to play through it.
And they're trying to get it to Kivley on the side. And finally they do. Let's see what Kivley can do with it.
Yeah, get him up top. So give him a little room to play.
Kivley wants to take a shot, but really not a lot of room inside. Would have been hard to get it on goal. And now they get it further outside. And Clusiau has really shown off a good shot in this game. Clusiau has been just deadly from down low left side of the net. There he is in that spot. And Maple Grove guarding that one pretty well.
Oh, they now got a long stick following Clusiau. They're not going to let him get open anymore for a shot.
Here's a shot inside, and it knocked away. We got a ground ball on the near side coming up on a minute to go. 1 minute to go in the game. 15-6, Maple Grove. And Maple Grove now can be pretty confident that they're going to be playing at Park Center on Wednesday night in the section final against either Wayzata or St. Michael Albertville.
I think it's a pretty fair bet right now.
They're in good shape, up by 9. And they get it down low, and good defense there by Maple Grove. Gates scoops it up, shovels it over to the far side. Maple Grove turns it over, but at this point it doesn't matter. Elk River maybe wanted a penalty there as Hunter Kivley's taking a beating tonight out there. He was slow to get up.
Well, good for him. He stuck his nose in there, for heaven's sakes. There he is.
And Kivley gets it.
Rewarded.
Yeah, he got a ground ball, picked it up, and shoveled it past Gates. So he gets his second. Tough sledding for Kivley tonight, but he gets goal number 2 right there.
Well, it wasn't much of a factor tonight due to a fantastic defensive team in the Maple Grove Crimson, but gets an opportunity here. He got belted really hard, as you pointed out, Steve. We saw it on TV, and he got back into the game, and he's doing his best to help his team as much as he can. You got to respect that.
So that goal comes with 29 seconds left. 15-7, Maple Grove. Of course, the Crimson beat the Elks in Game 2 of the season, 8-4. So they'll go 2-0 on the year. And Maple Grove now will head to the section final, 15-0. And in this game, to be able to go unbeaten through the regular season to a section final, that's good stuff.
Oh yeah. Of course, now the test is going to be up against the Eagans and the Eastviews and the
Wayzata. We saw Wayzata.
Yep.
And they've got a good team, and they play a really tough schedule in the lake. Minnetonka, Eden Prairie.
Edina.
They had Benilde
on
their schedule, so that'll be a big test. But don't count out St. Michael Albertville. We haven't seen a score on that. The winner of the Wayzata St. Michael Albertville will meet Maple Grove Wednesday night, 7 o'clock at Park Center in the Section 8 final. And I've really been impressed by the shot of Eli Clusial. He's got 3 goals, and he's got that. He's a submariner. They get it.
There's a good chart. Submariner, I like that.
You know, kind of like, from down low, a lot of these guys. And that's it. Maple Grove beats Elk River Zimmerman in the Section 8 semifinal.
Dominant win. Dominant win by the Crimson. I mean, they just show themselves to be what they are. Now, the final's coming up on Wednesday, and the goal ultimately is to get to the state tournament, but to get to the state tournament and compete. I think this team has a goal, not only getting there, but once they get there, to win the thing. And I think the talent is there. This is the best defense we've seen out of any team I've watched all year. These guys can play defense right at the top. So I like Maple Grove's chances here.
And Frank Gates has done a good job in goal as well. So you get that combo. You get a good goaltender who can make some stops. And then defensively, Max McNellis, Alex Shemanowski, Jake Knutson, starting defenders for Maple Grove. Just tremendous. And then on the flip side of it, they get it done here in the section semifinal without Jack Dugan.
Yeah.
He didn't play. Yeah. He was available to play, and you see Jack right there. He's okay, was cleared, but they decided to sit him out. They felt like they had enough firepower to get it done against Elk River. And, of course,
holy buckets.
He's going to be available to play on Wednesday night. And he has so much speed and quickness. He is really hard to deal with. And if you can bring it defensively, and then you got a kid like that, and then Hunter House, he brings that toughness and quickness as an attacker tonight. He had a couple of goals early and added a goal late in the game to add 3. I was really impressed by Hunter House. And Matt Savanich played well up front. So they've got all the ingredients.
They do. They've got a great Fogo that showed himself tonight, did a great job. They have a capability areas right there. And we have opportunity. And Gig Wilson, really good coach. Got things straightened out. They're playing the game right, and they're very strong at all aspects of the game. Elk River, boy, it was a nice run. They got an opportunity that they weren't sure they'd get past Rogers. They did. Did a nice job. Good way to end the season. They're 4-1 in their last 5 games. So nothing to be ashamed of there. They came back, fought hard. They didn't give up after the first half. So you got to give them credit. But Crimson move on. Going to play Wednesday for the final.
At Park Center, 7 o'clock. Once again, Wednesday night, June 7th, against the winner of Wayzata and St. Michael Albertville, and that one's still in progress right now. It's been a lot of fun. Great weather night. Great job by our crew, as always.
Thanks,
and,
guys.
of course, for my play-by-play partner, Dan Ficken, I'm Steve Thompson. Reminding you of the final score tonight. Section 8, boys lacrosse semifinal action. Maple Grove beats Elk River Zimmerman 15-7. Good night, everyone.